r/2XChromosomes. Medium_sense4354 says, why do men uphold conservative ideals and then complain about them? Advice needed. So I stupidly believed this man was a moderate, has a straight up conservative Republican, and I've been disgusted with myself and very confused. He can be sweet, but he makes a lot of jokes that I'm starting to wonder if they're actually jokes. He also complains about how women only care about money while not letting me go Dutch or pay for both of us. Complains about not having nice things done for him while in the same breath saying little boys shouldn't be spoiled. They need to learn hard work from a young age. He also keeps trying to manipulate me into becoming a submissive housewife. This man knows I'm an outspoken liberal. YTF is he trying so hard with me to the king of misrepresenting himself when there's thousands of women, especially down here in the south, that will give him what he wants? It's absolutely infuriating that everything he complains about is what he upholds. I know the answer to the question, but I am still utterly confused and frustrated. Any other ladies that have experienced this contradictory weirdness that can talk me through it, please? Eater, thank you for the advice. I will be ending it. BC I feel grossed out and has just gonna frick my shit up. I'm sorry if it seemed like I was trying to make excuses / justify. I was more so explaining my thought process and feelings. My family says I don't make good decisions, so I'm never sure of myself. I wanted to make sure I wasn't being too rash or taking things too seriously. I've been told I do that. IDKY, but anecdotal advice is something that really speaks to me, so I appreciate those of you kind of enough to offer it. As well as the explanations. I have this dumb thing I do in life where I assume everyone is being honest and sincere and has good intentions even though that's not true. Thank you for knocking sense into me. Please continue sharing your stories, Anne. Captain Jack Vanay says, I think the more interesting conversation to have is why liberal women continue to date and stay with conservative men long after the mask comes off. Ditch this one and find someone that doesn't want to subjugate you. Medium_sense4354 says, he told me he voted Democrat, but I'm finding out that's not true. I didn't want to be discriminatory and was trying to be open-minded. I don't attract a lot of dudes. I didn't think I could afford to be picky, especially since I wanna get married and stuff. I'm listening to what you're last saying though, and no, it can't continue otherwise I'll be miserable. Not_falling_down says, he told me he voted Democrat, but I'm finding out that's not true. He straight up lied to you about something important that, in itself, should be a deal breaker. Manatee Pup says, first, he's not upholding any ideals if he doesn't even know what he believes, and it sounds like that's the case. I'm a 24 female, southern liberal, and my fiance has started making offensive conservative jokes too. The housewife jokes, the political jokes, the jokes about men's rights. My advice would be to consider the possibility that he's not joking about his views at all. He's testing to see whether you're going to be a submissive, conservative housewife. Sometimes you think you know someone, and then the mask comes off. Medium_sense4354 says, nope, he very much knows what he believes. He is very clear that he believes little girls should be spoiled and little boys should only know pain and hard work. He believes that a family is a man and a woman and the woman must learn to submit to her husband. Don't me or feet says, run. Flaxenart says, please tell me you're not still seeing him. Theme-greased voice says, this man knows I'm an outspoken liberal. YTF is he trying so hard with me to the king of misrepresenting himself when there's thousands of women, especially down here in the south, that will give him what he wants? You're a prize to them. They don't want the right-wing trad women who are ready and willing to sign up for their sexism and abuse. They want to catch a liberal and convert her. Oh, and the answer to why all of his ideals seem to counteract each other is because, in 2023 at least, conservatives are brain-dead clowns trying to simultaneously preach the word of Jesus, while also wanting to literally murder immigrants and women and liberals who don't share their ideals for America. They're walking, talking, personifications of hypocrisy and contradiction, and oftentimes the deeper you dig into their principles the more you realize they stand for very little. They're just reciting the words of their newest fascist demagogue. It's a sad time to be an American, and I can't imagine trying to navigate the dating world like playing Russian roulette, except the bullet is a conservative dipshit. r/2XChromosomes. Just_curious says. Pregnant and just found out about affair. Also have a toddler. I'm heartbroken and sick. This has been going on for 3 years. I feel so dumb, but I've always had my gut feelings and checked his phone randomly but never found anything until tonight by complete accident. Tons of ML threads, dirty, describing their acts. As recent as this afternoon. I kicked him out for the night and 100% will not try to hold on to this marriage. He was talking to exes and women when we first got together, but I tried to work through that with him. Unfortunately he hasn't changed in a decade even with a child, and one on the way. Just venting, but any words of wisdom or similar experiences would be comforting right now. I know my life is about to change drastically. I really hope my toddler is okay, and I'm scared to be single with a newborn. Derby says. Find a lawyer immediately. I've heard too many horror stories where the cheating spouse says they want to handle this amicably without lawyers only to hire a lawyer and try to go after everything. You don't want to be caught off guard anymore than what you've already experienced. Don't believe anything he tells you. He's already lied to you for 3 years, at least, to serve his own desires at the expense of your mental/emotional/physical health. He won't have any second thoughts about continuing to lie to you. Also, if you haven't already, please get tested for stisisap. TwoXChromosomes says. Do not let your child out of your sight until you have filed for divorce. A friend of mine let her ex take the baby, 6 months old, out for an outing and he didn't bring baby back. Ours filed first and put an impromptu custody agreement in it that claim he got the child and mom didn't get visitation. Took 6 months to get a court date to fix it so she could see her baby. Daycare have to release kids to either parents, so keep your eyes on that kid and file first. Kazibluka says. If it's not too late you should consider an abortion. Howdy 14 says. I'm so sorry, but I'm also so proud of you for not tolerating this. You don't deserve to be cheated on. Sknuxworld says. I'm so sorry, is abortion still an option? Just_curious says. Not sure, but I'm not considering it. Totally pro-choice, but that would break me more than anything. This baby is very much wanted. Term aggravating 8043 says. I'll be your alibi. Pepperqualrus says. Hopefully you sent copies of the infidelity to yourself. Better to have proof on hand. Gossamer_thread says. Chumplerd.com is a great resource. She also wrote a helpful book, Leave a Cheater, Gain a Life. I'm sorry you're going through this. Interested Millennial says. You've done the right thing breaking up with him. Hope all goes well with the baby. Get to a lawyer pronto. Fujoshi says. If there's still time for an abortion, it would be worth considering how your finances and living situation might look in the near/further future, especially if your soon-to-be ex is your insurance connection or in charge of insurance for your already born child. Emo men who are serial cheaters would rather have wife and primary carriage either at home and either pregnant or chasing babies/young children around the house, so they are too tired to notice infidelity. I really hope your friends and family rally around you and can offer a solid support system. Close bracket. Emergency_version 120 says. I hope you ruin his life. OK Train 786 says, I'm so sorry to hear this for you. Many cyber hugs from another mom. Timing is absolutely terrible, but you can do this. He is not worthy of you, and you are strong enough to keep moving forward in your life, and for your kids, sending strength your way. Fekla Sweesel says, first, I'm really sorry that this is happening to you. It's not uncommon unfortunately. If you want some concrete steps that you can do, please do speak to a lawyer. You can get evidence and then save it to somewhere he doesn't have access to. Please reach out to your support system, they will be here for you, and maybe some in unlikely places. My coworkers made me meals. You can reach out to your doctor or go to Planned Parenthood to get a battery of STI screenings. This is important for the health of your baby. My doctor was so kind, I sobbed the entire time I was swabbed, but she was nothing but supportive and proud of me for getting checked. I'm proud of you for sticking to your guns. He may come crawling back full of promises, but it is very unlikely that he can change his ways. I found a lot of comfort reading Leave a Cheater, Gain a Life, as it puts the blame squarely on the person who was cheating. Sending you so much strength. It's going to be so hard, but in 2 years' time, you'll look back on yourself now and feel so amazed at how you kept going. Good luck to you and your babies. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.